Hey there, Saguto golfers. If you want to be good at golf, which I sure hope you do, then you need to make sure you do this in the golf swing. What am I talking about today? I'm talking about getting you on the path like the pros to consistency and power. The golf swing is a circle, and that means that the club travels in an arc around our body. The secret to mastering the golf swing is getting the club to travel on this arc around our body in the backswing and in the downswing. Take a look at this ridiculously big hula hoop. When I stand over inclined to the ball, it forms an angle to the ground. That angle is the shaft plane. You notice it with the golf club right here. This is the shaft plane. The butt of the club goes through my belt line. And in the golf swing, if I want the club to be on the proper path, in the backswing and the downswing, the golf club must travel up the shaft plane, and then in the downswing, return on the shaft plane into the golf ball. That means that your club should not deviate from it, and if you keep the club on this line, back and through, this is the secret of the pros. First thing you need to do is make sure you visualize the proper shaft plane. So this hula hoop here helps you to visualize the way the club travels around the body. There's my tilted angle, that's the arc. It's very beautiful. You must maintain this arc. Secondly, get an alignment stick, and you want to stick it in the ground matching the shaft plane. Doesn't have to be perfect, but get it close enough. Third thing you want to do is practice tracing up the shaft plane. So take the club, glide it up that line, so when you get to the takeaway here, the first part of the backswing, the club is just in front of it or in line with it. Not out here, not under here. In fact, most of your problems come from when the club is either too low, up and chop, that's ugly, don't ever talk about that again, or it goes too out, up and under, and that's another form of ugly. We don't want to see that again. You just want to deal with what's right, or else you're going to have to get some mental therapy for golf. We don't want that. We're all psychos hitting the ball 3-foot stick anyway, but if you want to do it in a repeatable manner, you need to make sure that in the first part of your swing and in the backswing, the club travels up that shaft plane for the first 3 feet into about here. Top of backswing, you're golden. On the way down, you need to make sure the club's approaching and rejoining that shaft plane. The club head rejoins the shaft plane line. Then, with this in mind, you can be assured that if you're tracing up the shaft plane in the backswing, rejoining the club head on the shaft plane in the downswing, your club is traveling on the perfect proper path, and your ball flight is going to be so tight. Yeah, right on the money all day long. You'll hit that target and you'll be winning the closest to the pin. You'll be having so much money in closest to pin revenues. Here we go. Trace the club up the shaft plane, first part of the backswing, then think downswing. Trace it back down. Let's hit a ball. That felt good. That felt like money. That felt like a closest to pin, a CTP victory right there. Now, let's make sure that you're doing this right. Put your swing analysis cap on, download the V1 Golf Swing app, go to the range and film your swing. When you film your swing, you want to draw a line right here through the club shaft like this. Your whole goal is make sure in the backswing and downswing, the club traces back up this line right here in the first few feet. Look at this, trace, trace, trace. That is beautiful, you want this. So then you see that first part right there. Club head on the shaft line. Bingo, check mark. Whoosh, you can write that off. Now downswing. You're out there analyzing your swing. Pay attention to this. This is even more so important. All the pros approach from this point right here. Club going through the middle lower part of the back. You see that? Middle lower part of the back right there. Club traces back down into the shaft plane right where you saw it in the first part of the swing. If you can do this, you're going to play some excellent golf. Doesn't matter what pro you're looking at, they're all approaching the ball from this angle. So if you want to be good at golf, you must approach the ball from this angle. And it helps you a lot to start the backswing and get the club in the first circle, coming up the shaft plane, and then secondly, ensure that you're meeting the downswing requirement. If you don't do anything else, ensure that you meet this one right here, the club approaching through the shaft plane on that middle lower part of your back. So Saguto golfers, you know what to do. And if you enjoyed this video, like it, comment below if it helped you become a better golfer. Subscribe to my channel if you want the best golf of your life. If you want more detail on how to accomplish this, join my golf school, Saguto.golf, $10 a month to play your best golf right now. I look forward to seeing you in a future episode, and have a rockin' week.